You know, there's been a lot of talk coming from a lot of the talking heads on the internet about dividing the gun community. And it appears there's two big things that keep dividing the gun community. One, of course, is me, the Yankee Marshal, the most toxic person on the internet. I'm always dividing the gun community by calling out the fakes, the frauds, the sellouts, the shills. I mean, how dare I call these people out? I mean, they have every right to not be called out on their shit, or at least according to all the people in the comment section who always come on and try to pretend they're holier than thou and do the whole, we all need to get along. If we're not unified, we'll never win a fight. We have to accept everybody and accept everything everybody does, or else we're not being good millennial snowflakes. That's not exactly what they say, but that's pretty much what it means. I never understood that. I never said, why would you want to unify and get along with someone who's selling out your rights? Why would you want to respect someone who has a position of power where they could do something but chooses not to? Why would you want these people on your team? I never have understood that. Plus, they're not the gun community, first off. Let's get that through your head. The talking heads on the internet, myself included, we're not the gun community. The people watching us are the gun community. We're a bunch of people with inflated egos, a sense of self-importance, a desire to make a lot of money, some of them. I wish I had that desire. I mean, I'd be more motivated. But we're not the gun community. So when you say, oh, whenever you call out someone like Hickok, etc., you're dividing the gun community. No, you're not. You're pointing out someone's a fucking FUD, or someone doesn't care about your rights. Someone supports CNRA. Someone supports red flag laws. Someone supports compromising your rights. Why would you want to unify with that person? Why would you want to unify with someone that has a position where they could really spread the word, but they're like, would hurt my bottom line, so I'm not gonna. Why would you want to unify with any of those people? I think people should really think more about who they choose to support. But like I said, there's always this group of people that want to say, we need to know fighting at all. Bunch of sheltered little millennials that anytime someone says something off color, they have to take their blankie, their Prozac, and go to a safe space. And the people that are the fakes, the frauds, the shills, the sellouts, they count on those people to shield them from scrutiny. So I have very little patience for those people. But like I said, they're not the gun community. The people on the internet, it's the people watching. You're the gun community. I have never seen one person say, you know what? I was going to go to that gun rally. I was going to support the Second Amendment. I was going to buy a gun. I was going to do all this stuff. But I heard Yankee said something negative about Demolition Ranch. So now I'm just going to vote Democrat and stay at home. Never seen it fucking happen. Never seen anyone change their opinion about the Second Amendment because two inflated egos on the internet go at each other. It isn't happening. Start learning who's the Second Amendment community and who isn't. And even those of us that are, we're not any more important than any other one person out there. The platforms we have are important because we can get messages out, but us as people, we're not that important. Hell, the Yankee Marshal's not even a real person. I mean, it's like a character I played on the internet. But, and Hickok 45, let me tell you, not even close to a real person. But, all that aside, what I want to talk about were the things dividing the gun community. And like I said, one of them is me, the most toxic person on the internet. The other is petty squabbles. That's the one you hear the most about from people, especially, like I said, these little whiny snowflake millennials that can't handle any type of negativity. They're like, why do we have to fight over what's better, 9mm or 45? Why do we have to fight over open carry or concealed carry? Why do we have to fight over training? Oh my God, we're just dividing the gun community. And that is such fucking bullshit. No, it isn't. Those type of arguments aren't divisive. They're camaraderie. That's what they are. If you really understand how people interact, and you're not a child, you're an adult, you can understand that when two people argue over what's better for self-defense, 9mm or 45, and they're in divided camps on that topic, what they're really agreeing on is that you need to carry for self-defense. Everyone should be defending themselves with a firearm. They're just disagreeing on what caliber it should be. When they're arguing about what's better tactically, open carry or concealed carry, and they're very divided about that, what they're unified on is the fact that they're all carrying. When they argue about what's better for home defense, a shotgun, pistol, rifle, whatever, and they're all very divided in their own little camps about that, all of those camps are still inside the one camp of everyone should have a firearm to protect their home. That's the commonality in the arguments. When someone argues about, well, you need to be trained to be able to handle a gun properly, or you don't need any training, period, they're still saying you want to be able to handle a gun. And you should be able to handle a gun. You should have a gun. They're agreeing on the most important principle. The rest of it is just fun, usually. Like when you fight with someone about what's better, revolvers or semi-autos. No one really cares. No one's probably ever going to even find out, really. It's just something to bitch about. It's something to give each other shit about. Like I said, it's camaraderie. And I've never understood why people can't understand that. Like I said, I think it's a bunch of millennial snowflakes that need their Prozac and their blankie and their safe space. Every time someone says something like, I don't know if I agree with you, and they're like, ah, and they run away. Those people, as far as I'm concerned, have no place in any organization I want to be a part of. Because I think what's the biggest problem with today's society are you people. And when you say you people, what do you mean you people? I mean you people. You know who you are. If you're a whiny little bitch, you know who you are. And I'm not saying bitching like griping, like I don't like it when people don't show up for rallies. And I don't like it when people don't fight for their second. That's griping. The whiny ones are the ones, why can't we all get along? And oh my God, that person disagreed with me. Those are the whiny ones. I think we all know who they are, and we know who they are when we see them in the comment section. But these people need to stop. I was having a heated debate with Terribly Tactical the other night on his channel, on one of his videos, about some things he kept saying about, like, unity and staying together and all this other stuff and tactics. And I'm like, dude, have you ever been in the military? And he's like, no. And I was like, let me tell you something. And this is the way I kind of summed it up for him. This was my analogy. I was like, if you'd ever been in the military, you know what happens if you put Army and Marines in a bar together and give them a couple of beers. It ain't pretty. They're all fighting over who's prouder of their service, basically. Which one of their branches is better. It'll be endless bullshit thrown from one side to the other. You'd think, oh my God, these guys hate each other. But then put them on a battlefield the next day and see what they do together. It doesn't matter what branch they're in. All that matters is that they are serving. And they're serving together. Because they're men. We need more men in the gun community. And women. Women with balls, I guess you'd say, but actually I found women don't seem to have this problem as much in the gun community because there's not as many of them. And the ones that are in the gun community don't seem to be this insecure. But I'm not making this a man-woman thing here. When I say man, I mean men and women who are mature. Because mature people don't get upset about little bits of division and little bits of disagreement. And mature people are like, yeah, if someone is a detriment to the cause, get them the fuck out of here. It doesn't matter. We don't win at the end of the day when they go, okay, you all have 10,007 people on your side and they've got 10,008, so they win. No, we win on who fights the hardest, who's right, etc. And if you've got people on your side making it look like you're wrong or keeping other people from fighting, that's going to make you have a greater chance of losing in the end than it is winning. So that's all I wanted to say today. Those are the two most divisive things, like me and petty arguments, and neither of them are actually divisive. Period. So if you're someone who wants to go into one of these comment sections and say, why can't we all just get along, or shame on you for saying this, you should really think about that first. Are you actually shaming the person who just said something? Are you making them look bad? Or are you making yourself look bad? Are they the actual problem in the gun community? Is that argument they're having the actual problem in the gun community? Or are you the problem in the gun community? Holy fucking mother of God! Didn't turn the goddamn camera on! I gotta fucking do all over again. I'm not gonna remember any of that. Oops.
Why don't you go ahead? It's a lady at 46 South Road. 46 South Road. Station 1 call, retone that please. 10-4. Captain 4 to go to that location also. This is 1-9, is that correct?